Shows like Yellowstone, American Primeval are reviving the Western genre, and this movie, Rust, is joining those groups in such a great format. I'm talking with stars Patrick Scott McDermott, Josh Hopkins. So, Patrick, in your film debut, tell us what Rust is all about.
Rust is about a boy, Lucas Hollister, who is kind of placed into this position of raising his younger brother after the loss of both of his parents. And after getting sentenced to hang for an accidental killing, his estranged grandfather, who he's never met, breaks him out of jail and kind of takes him on this adventure to go on the run to escape Wyoming. And then people like Josh's character, U.S. Marshal Wood Helm, and Travis's character, Preacher Lang, they're out to get them. And it's kind of about this bond that the grandfather and grandson form on the way, while also trying to escape these bad guys.
And I just have to say this. His performance blows me away, and even more so knowing this was his first film. He's acted before. This is his first film cast opposite Alec Baldwin, who has such gravitas and is such a legend, and I mean, can be kind of scary. You know, it's like he's like got so much so much Alec Baldwin, yeah, so much presence, and he immediately goes toe to toe, scene for scene with Alec Baldwin in his first film, and I'm blown away. You're going to hear a lot about this young man. He's already on Broadway now, so get used to his face.
You are so right about that. You segued so perfectly into my next question, Josh. I mean, Patrick, what is it like where you share most of your scenes with Alec Baldwin after we find out that your character is sentenced to death, but then Alec Baldwin's character rescues him, they go on the run? What was it like sharing those scenes with him and acting alongside someone like Alec Baldwin?
Yeah, it was a little intimidating at first before I met him, but I mean, the second I met him, he welcomed me in, and he made every day fun because, you know, there were a lot of intense scenes we had to film, but he made every second off camera good for me and welcoming for me. You know, this being my first movie, it was important that someone was there teaching me things and making sure I felt comfortable, and we really bonded in that 2-month period.
Love to hear that of someone of his caliber. And Josh, obviously people know the name Rust. I mean, this movie kind of has a legacy in and of itself. Helena Hutchins, cinematographer, who was unfortunately shot during the previous part of the filming. Production was paused. You guys come in here. What was it like for both of you to come in here once filming resumed, and kind of the safety measures that were put in place once you guys restarted filming?
Well, you know, before any of us would come back, before I would come back, I needed to know that it was the family who wanted it finished. And I spoke to Matt, her husband, on Zoom. I had to see it face to face and hear it come out of his mouth. And he said they wanted this film finished so that people could see what an incredible artist and passionate artist, and how she was just so talented as a director of photography. And this is a beautiful, beautiful movie. And to see it on the big screen is incredible. And the fact that her family really wanted it finished made it, when we come back, a real responsibility, not just to the actors, but to the crew. You could feel it in every moment from every department. We needed to honor her so fully, and it was unlike any set I've ever been on. Everyone was super focused, and she had a saying. She would say, "How can we make this better?" And it's a final card in the film, and every day that's what we said: how can we make this better? And we wanted to honor her and her family in every way possible.
It's so wonderful that you guys carried on that legacy with their blessing. And Josh, I mean, director Joe Sousa, he was also involved in the incident, but obviously he's still involved in the production and the directing of this movie, the writing alongside Alec Baldwin. What was the advice that he gave once you guys came back to set and started filming Rust again?
Well, he did. First of all, Joel did such an incredible job writing, directing this film, but I don't. I, one can't understand everything he went through to the process and then to get it done. And he felt the utmost responsibility to make sure that every frame he could possibly get of Helena is in this movie, and it's so beautiful. And Bianca Klein, who came and replaced Helena as cinematographer, they knew one another. She felt that same responsibility, and she did a great job blending and trying to hold true. She had Helena's notes and tried to hold true to her vision of what this was, and I think she did a great job, and so did Joel.
You're so right about that. And Patrick, I mean, yes, this movie has been talked about for years in the making, but this is a fantastic movie. It's a great Western. I want people to know that, to see it for those reasons rather than what precedes it. What do you hope people take away from seeing Rust on the biggest screen possible?
Yeah, I appreciate that. I would like people to go in with open eyes and expect kind of a nuanced story. I think a lot of Westerns can be one note and kind of angry men fighting with each other. But when I read this script, I was kind of surprised with how much depth it had to it and how much heart it had to it. So I think come in expecting a lot of heart from it.
You are so right. And make sure you see Rust on the biggest screen May 2nd. Also watch it from home, but go see it in the theaters. Movies are back in theaters on those big screens. Thank you so much, Patrick and Josh.
Thank you,
Trevor.
Trevor.